Alright, what's up guys, N84 here and welcome back to yet another movie review, and today we are going to be talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife, okay? The latest movie in the Ghostbusters franchise, alright? Was it a good time at the movies? Did it leave a lot to be desired? Was it lackluster? Was it a pleasant surprise? Did I love it? Did I hate it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it, man. You guys got to keep watching and know my thoughts. And while you're at it, man, go ahead and drop a like on this video, man. I'd appreciate it, okay? Go ahead and share it. Turn on the post notifications. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff, man. I'd appreciate it. And I will love you forever, I promise. But without further ado, man, let's get straight into it. Alright, so we are going to do our typical format that we usually do here on the channel. Like, we kind of just talk about the movie, and then halfway through, I'll give an indicator, and then we go straight into spoilers, stuff like that. So if you just want to enjoy this movie for yourself, you just want to watch it, everything fresh, I'd recommend that you watch at least the first half, and then once I give the spoiler territory, like the indicator for that, just leave, watch the movie, then come back, okay? That's probably the best that you're going to get out of this, alright? But anyways, let's talk about this, man, because honestly, I'm going to be honest, this movie, it was fun, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. It's lighthearted, it's a good time, okay? But I will say it's probably going to be a hit or a miss for some people, man, because if you like the old school Ghostbusters, then you're going to like a lot of these like references and Easter eggs and callbacks and things like that, whereas a lot of other people are just kind of going to be like, okay, like this movie's relying on, cheap, callbacks and things like that to get laughs and get people cheering and stuff like that. And I can understand why, okay? It happens, there's lots of movies that do that. And, it's a lot of fan service, if I'm being 100% honest. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people don't like a lot of movies nowadays, because, like, just fan service. Like, that was the problem with Avengers Endgame and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Like, it's just a lot of fan service, it's not really being that original, it's not really being that, that strong in terms of writing and storytelling and things like that. It's just kind of relying on, cheap callbacks and references. And it's cool, it works, for me at least, but a lot of people aren't really gonna like that. I mean, me personally, I thought this movie was really fun, man. I thought it had a good sense of humor. I think that it was just a lighthearted, good watch, just something easy and lighthearted to watch at the movies. But it does lack originality, if I'm being 100% honest. Like, sometimes this movie does try to steal beat for beat from the original Ghostbusters film, which can be a little annoying, if I'm being honest. Like, be original, do your own thing. That might be the problem with the 2016 version with the women. That's probably why a lot of people didn't like that movie, man. Just because it was all over the place a little bit. It was, I don't know, maybe it was like a sexist type thing where a lot of people were just like, oh, women can't be Ghostbusters, that's not right. Maybe that's why that movie didn't really rub that well for a lot of people. But I don't know. This time we got the kids, man. First we had the men, then we had the women, now it's the kids' time to shine. And it's a perfect kids movie, okay? It's really not that scary. I think it's a good time. And honestly, you can't really go wrong with it. I mean, come on, dude. Freaking wrong side. Paul Rudd is in it. Paul Rudd is in the movie. Paul Rudd can't do any wrong. He's always consistent. He's always good. Everyone loves Paul Rudd. He's one of the few people in Hollywood that everyone loves. Everyone loves Paul Rudd. Everyone loves Jackie Chan. Everyone loves freaking Jim Carrey. It's just so many people that everyone just loves, okay? And Paul Rudd is easily an exception. But there are some negatives, unfortunately. For one, like I said, it does lack originality. It does, steal beat for beat from the movie a little bit. It does, kind of rely on Easter eggs and references. And, I mean, it's cool to me, but a lot of people probably won't like that because, it's kind of just like cheap fan service at the end of the day. But that's just me. Another negative for this movie is all of these characters are a little too comedic and sarcastic. Like, I feel like every single character in this film had at least one joke. I don't think there was a single serious, regular character. I feel like every character had a joke. Every character had some type of sarcasm or some type of punchline or something like that. Like, it's okay, but there's like a lot of jokes in here that will miss, okay? Just because every single line of dialogue in this movie is some form of joke, okay? Especially with the main character, Phoebe. Like, she just has like the most like sarcastic voice, and she just has like really bad dad jokes, like what do you call a panda bear that does this, like stuff like that. It's like, okay, to me it's okay because I like those type of jokes, but it's not gonna rub everyone the right way. Okay, like every character in this movie is just kind of a jokester. This is where we're gonna get into spoiler territory. So if you don't want to hear anything spoilerish, just go ahead and get up out of here, man. Just save yourself the trouble. But we're gonna start now in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so at the end of the day, like I said before, it pretty much is like a beat for beat like the original. So it's kind of hard to spoil this movie if you've seen the original movie. So I don't know how to really do this. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, the next generation, the kids, they go into like this new like farmhouse or whatever, and they're starting to do like research and search for things, and then they like finally like realize like their grandfather was a Ghostbuster, and it's like, okay, cool. So the kids, where are they? Yeah, they're pretty funny. They're pretty good throughout the movie. Paul Rudd, you already know the deal. He's always good. She was okay. She was kind of like a one-dimensional, bland character throughout the most runtime of the movie. They're kind of like love interest a little bit, or whatever. I forgot his name. He started off a little rocky for me, just a typical "Mom, leave me alone, get out of my room, oh my god, Mom, you're embarrassing me" type of character. But he started to develop. I started to enjoy his character a little bit more throughout the movie. It just took a little bit of time, okay? So character development is very important in your films, okay? Always remember that. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much kind of like the first film, like with the gatekeeper and the keymaster and Zool. They pretty much redo that, but for this movie, and it's kind of just like, oh, you guys could have been a little more original. I don't know. But oh my goodness, let me say, okay, I am extremely happy that the original Ghostbusters come back in this movie. Although it's like a little small cameo, whatever, they just make it just. They did it so good, though. That's why I'm so excited. That's why you see this big smile on my face, okay? You see it. That's how you know it's good, okay? It's small, it's short-lived, whatever, but I'm really glad that all of the members did come back. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and the fourth Ghostbuster member. Unfortunately, he did pass away in real life. Harold Ramis. So unfortunately, he couldn't be in the film, obviously. So they do something that I thought was really creative, and they bring him back, but he's like animated and CGI'd into a ghost, and I thought that was really creative. I thought that it was a good way to pay homage to him. So, rest in peace. Long live the Ghostbusters, man. But I thought that was really creative. I thought it was really fun. That was probably the highlight of the movie for me personally. And I thought it was just really creative, really very sympathetic. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, okay? I almost teared up in the movie when I saw that, man. It got to me. So man, final verdict, I think it's just a fun, innocent movie. I do think it relies a little too heavily on callbacks and references and things like that. And I do think that, every single character is like a joke character. There was no like seriousness for this movie. It's kind of just like one big joke. But at the end of the day, it's fun, okay? It's just simple, goofy fun, man. So at the end of the day, I'm going to give this movie like an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed myself, man. But I'm in it for, and I am out. Peace.